Hello and good morning, all. This is your host, Jess Kedek, live from UK. Today is Sunday, the 17th of October, 2021, and this is the the live session. I will try to restrict it not more than 1 hour. So if you got any question about life in the UK, career progression in the UK, study in the UK, job market, the current situation, what to choose for studies in the UK, how to progress, and overall, yeah, the UK. So you can raise your questions, your concerns in the live chat there, as well as you can call me on the WhatsApp number, which is in the live chat there as well. Yeah, disclaimer here: I'm not immigration lawyer. I'm not a professional sort of about the immigration. So if you go a specific area of concerns, make sure you get in touch with the professional there. But otherwise, whatever I'm going to share is based on my personal knowledge and experience being here in the UK. So I can share my knowledge, my experience, and that will guide you to the in the right direction. That's all the purpose of this video is not to just get into your specific area there. Obviously, if you got a generic sort of question, you can raise them here, and I'll try my best to answer to the best of my ability. Today, I'm going to talk about, yeah, the very hot topic actually is more and more questions, yeah, comes from yourself, especially the students community. After completion of your studies, I mean, whether you're going to get a job after completion of study, or how easy it is to get a job in the UK after completion of studies. Obviously, this is the very common question. I mean, that comes on a daily basis actually from yourself. So that's what I need to clarify, yeah, that question, and make sure you get that basically on board before you make your mind, I mean, to come to study how to find a job. Basically, there is a difference for sure, basically, wherever you're coming from and the UK job market, how the market works. As long you understand the basics here, the techniques, how to find a job in the UK, it becomes quite easy basically to find a job and go into the job ladder here. But otherwise, yeah, you will struggle for sure, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing actually in the UK. So this is the very common question generally raised from yourselves, that will you get a job after completion of your studies, or is it easy to find a job in the UK after completion of the studies? So there's many ways, I mean, to look at. I mean, I can say it's easy if you know the techniques, basically how to find a job. And alternative, if you don't know what you're doing, basically it's really hard and it's pretty much impossible actually to find a job in the UK. So I'll go first. Basically, it's easy. Give you a few techniques, basically what you can follow along the route, and I'm sure, yeah, by the time you complete your degree, it will become a lot smoother ride for yourself to find a job after completion of studies. So the first and foremost thing, I mean, you coming here for studies, so that should be your priority. Make sure you complete your study in the first attempt. And obviously, I mean, the higher grades you get, the more chances you're going to get on the job ladder easily. And the reason I'm saying this, I'm sharing this, because the job, actually the study and the university that are going to taught you in the course, that will be pretty much relevant to whatever you're going to implement in your job as well. So that there are really relevancy between the two. So as long you understand the course, the theory behind, when you get into the job, basically, if you understand that, the higher the grades you get, obviously you understand it better. It will make your life easy when it comes to the interview and finding the job. So that is your first priority. Make sure you, in the first attempt, you clear your course there and get at least, I would say, 70 percent plus marks. I mean, that will make your life a lot easier there. So that is your first stage. The second stage, obviously, after completion of your study, the second stage is your CV. CV plays a really pivotal role between yourself and the employer. That act as an ambassador for yourself, to represent yourself towards, yeah, the employer. So as long you know what to put in your CV, the CV, actually, I've seen a different sort of, yeah, from yourself. I receive, yeah, different sort of format. And in terms of the format, I don't care, as long the content is there, the main content. I mean, that should be there. Your skills and your competencies should be there. Your qualification should be there. As long you are up to the, yeah, upgraded your CV to that knowledge, basically your responsibility, what you have done practically, what you have done educationally, I mean, as long you express those ones, that is the main content. As long you express those ones and your CV, that is very relevant. In terms of the format, you different colors or different styles, it doesn't matter at all. As long the content is there, the key sort of words are there, obviously it will make the recruitment, the employee life easy when you use the right content there, the right keywords there. That will bring your CV to the top as well, and that will bring you to the next stage, which is the interview. Is obviously, I mean, whatever, yeah, whether you're going to get a job or not, that would be 100% relying on the interview sort of stage. So interview could be a one stage or it could be a two stage as well, so it depends on different companies and different arrangements. So there's no standard format in the UK. Basically, it's you need to go through the same format. So every employer has their own standards, basically they need to follow. So it could be a straightforward one interview there. You need to express your skills. I mean, that is what the employer is looking for. As long you fulfill the skills, the requirement, obviously they would already have advertised what skills they are looking for. As long you fulfill those requirements, that's exactly what it needs actually to get a job. So before you apply for the job, you need to ensure you look at the skills, the responsibility, job descriptions there, to make sure you are eligible or you are competent enough. Actually, you have enough skills to apply for those jobs. As long you are competent there, that's it. Actually, the next day the interview will be straightforward there. I mean, the interview will be straightforward, answering basically exactly the same question which you already knows there. So that will be your next stage, basically the interview. After that, as said, I mean, it could be a single stage or it could be sort of, yeah, two tier there, another follow-up interview as well. But in the interview, that will be basically it. After that, you will receive a yes or no call. Obviously, if you can fulfill the requirements, that will be your job there. So it becomes a lot easier. So generally, I say, yeah, it's easy to find a job because we know the technique. That's where I said, I mean, you need to learn those techniques to find a job. As long you have these techniques and you prepare mentally yourself when you join as a student here, when you prepare yourself here beforehand and know these skills beforehand, so after completion of studies, it will become a habit, basically how to go and find your and job in the job hunting. And that's where generally, yeah, generally I say it's easy to find a job. But obviously there are concerns. I mean, people are saying, yeah, they are struggling to find a job. So the sole reason is they don't know how to find a job, basically in the UK. There is some techniques that's all you need to find out, basically. And as said, the process is pretty much straightforward. It's very simplest process basically you would ever find in the world, anywhere in the world. Basically, UK has a straightforward process. You apply online, you get a call basically for the interview, and you attend the interview and get an offer, yes or no. I mean, simple as that. There's no sort of political or no referencing is there for certain. Yeah, I must add here, if you have a good relationship with your employer, with your university, that will certainly aid to your application there. So that's another plus as well. Make sure you make engagement with your tutors there, because that will be the first one. If you have no experience, actually, if you no background, I mean, in the field, so your tutor will be the first point of contact. As long you have a positive sort of reference from your tutor, that will go along with your application as well, and that will have a positive impact on your application. Simple as that. Basically, there's no complication. Obviously, people are making it so hard for themselves, like, I mean, going through the different cover letter, this and that, and yeah, so much stuff. But no, trust me, I've been here, I've been applying, getting a job basically for the past 16, 17 years in the UK. And this is the simplest way I could explain it, basically in 5-10 minutes now, that this is the process you need to follow step by step. The skills is the skill is what actually the employer needs. As long you can provide those skills, yeah, to the employer, you will get the job definitely. So we got questions here. I said, actually, I got my WhatsApp number there, guys, as well. So you need to ensure you call me that as well. Your question will be prioritized there as well. I mean, if you give me a call, I love to talk to yourself for sure. So that's the reason why I add my WhatsApp number there. And also, I mean, if you get the message right, you need to press the like button as well. But before I move on to the question answers there, there has been actually one-to-one sessions I've been undertaking with yourselves, actually similar like experienced people as well as the students. The sole purpose of that one-to-one session is to guide you personally, so I understand you personally and give you the right direction, actually, how obviously about your career progression, about your CV sort of assessment, and how to find a job in the UK and settle in the UK. So that is the sole purpose. Obviously, this live session is free. This will be carry on, yeah, as norm on every Sunday. But actually, if you're interested in one-to-one session with myself, you can do so by become a member of my channel. And all you could do is on any of my YouTube video, next to the basically subscribe button, there will be a join button there. You can join as a member, a one-to-one session, and you will receive an invite for one-to-one session where we can arrange basically a mutual sort of timing there, and I can have a one-to-one session with yourself, assessment of yourself, your career, basically your past experience. So I know a lot more about yourself and give you a lot more, yeah, insight into your future. If you're interested in that sort of service, definitely it's worth it, because currently what I found quite positive responses from whoever I had one-to-one sessions so far. So at least, yeah, I got a positive response in a sense that three of my sort of one-to-one sessions, they got the right job, actually what they were looking for. So I don't take a credit at all. Obviously, that was there. I say I only need to provide you the right direction, the guidance. That's all I'm doing. The rest, the skills is needs to be yours. Actually, you need to express yourself. I mean, to find a job. That's not my skill. So that's your skills. I don't want to take the credit, because that's something you need to express yourself. All my job is to give you the right direction. That's all I'm doing at my services, or to provide you the questions. I mean, that they're coming along now. So let's start with Easter Livingstone. Hello, sir. Hello, Talha Benain. Sir, what are you? Where are you living in UK? I'm living in England, so simple as that. So obviously UK. So we got England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. So I'm in the southwest of the England, which is called a small town. It's called Swindon. That's where I live. احتشام الحق 119. Sir, can you name some companies and skills required to get job after graduation? Brother, very good question and very common question. Actually, if you guys are interested, actually, I'm going through the companies. Actually, they can provide you, especially for engineers. Obviously, I'm concentrating on engineers here. So the companies that can provide you the skilled worker visa, I'm going through that list actually as we speak, and you will see actually a video quite shortly. Actually, I'm going through that video as we speak. As said, currently I've identified nearly 60 companies. Yeah, actually the big companies already on that list, and I will share that information in shortly in the video, hopefully, yeah, this week sometime. So watch the space for sure. I will provide you the big companies, the engineering companies, the firms that can provide the skilled worker visa when you apply for the job. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys, and obviously you don't want to miss, yeah, that opportunity there. But very good question, and this is such a common question at the Shamal Haq from others as well. So that's why I've decided to do the hard work for yourself. So it will be a matter of just going through the list there, and you will find, yeah, the all the companies, the big firms, actually engineering firms, that can provide you the visa, the skilled worker visa. So make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. So the next question is from Ether Livingstone. In which place you are living in the UK? I think I'll answer that. Next question is PPAVS creation. Sir, can I get the job within Indian degree in the UK, and what's all required skills? Simple. I mean, if you got the skills, So that's what we call it, skill worker visa. So you need to come on a skill worker visa in that sense if you don't want to do a degree in the UK. So that means you have lots of experience behind your belt actually after completion of your degree in India, and you got lots of experience. You have the skills. That's what's required to find a job in the UK. So you can apply that. There is a different route. Obviously, student is one of the route to come to the UK and find a job. But if you don't want to pursue that, in that case, you need to have a really high top notch skills there. I would say minimum 5 years. I would suggest, I mean, if you have a relevant experience in a specific field, that's where you can apply through the skilled worker visa. So that's what you need. Actually, you need to find out your niche, basically, whether you are a structure engineer, you're a construction manager, you're a civil engineer. Make sure you brush up your skills in a specific field and then apply for that relevant jobs on the usual normal portals I generally say in my videos. So that is the alternative to come to the UK. Alternative as a student, basically. So you come through the job skill worker visa as well. The next question is from Raj Rat. I'm currently working as a data scientist for 1.5 years. Should I continue working for another year to gain experience before applying for my master's to be in position to gain a sponsorship job? Uh, Brother, I won't suggest, I mean, carry on with experience, and that will basically create you more. Obviously, it all depends your circumstance. If you're happy where you're working, basically, and you're gaining experience, exposure, what you require, actually, what your aspirations are in the future, in that sense, yeah, definitely it's worth it just to carry on and get whatever knowledge you can gain from there. Obviously, that is your positive there. Generally, personally, I would say, if I talk from myself, my personal experience, I had no experience at all when I came to the UK. Basically, I completed my first degree, BSc degree from Pakistan, and I came straight away from there with no experience. I did my master's here in the UK, and straight away from there, I got on the job ladder here. So it's not a requirement actually to get a experience behind your belt there. I mean, at home, and then come here with, obviously it is a plus. Obviously you have the knowledge of the field. It's a positive thing there, but there's no restriction as such at all, like how much experience you need to be. But before I carry on with that question, quite interesting, let's take this call. Hello brother, you're live with JK. Can I take your name and your questions, please?
Yes, sir. My name is Ahmad Ali Shah.
Hi Ahmed, assalamu alaikum. How are you, brother?
Walaikum. Alhamdulillah, sir. Everything is fine, sir. I won't take much of your time. I just want to ask that what are the basic skills we should have while applying for the jobs? Like we should have AutoCAD, Civil 3D, or what type of software should we learn, or what type of skills we should have for applying for graduation after job or after graduation for job?
Got your question, brother. Any other question?
No, no. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, stay live there. I will answer your question straight away because you are the first caller, so you get a priority. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you,
Thank you a
brother.
lot, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ahmed, for your call. Well, I already started Rajrad sort of, yeah, answering that question. So let's finish that, and then I'll come to Ahmed's question. So, brother, in terms of experience, whether you need such and such experience before you come to the UK to do masters, there's no such requirement. As said, I mean, personally, I didn't had any experience. I came straight to do my masters and find a job. It all depends on your success. If you're competent about your skills, basically you can gain skills wherever you are. So it doesn't matter. Obviously it does help. I mean, if you got a skills there from back home and you come here, do masters, you can utilize those skills in your job finding here. Definitely it's worth it. But in terms of like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, there's no restriction at all. It all depends. I said, I mean, if you're getting, I mean, you are in a company where you feel that you can get, yeah, enough exposure there, you can brush up your skills there. I would say carry on for the time being and see where you see basically you get to the point that, yeah, you have learned the skills what you were supposed to, and then get into the masters. That would be the best choice where you are currently, basically. But otherwise, in terms of requirements, there's no such requirement at all from the recruitments and actually the companies here in the UK. So let's move on to Ahmed's question. Basic skills for civil engineering. Obviously, if you got no sort of experience, you come after completion of your study. Generally, I say the basic skills are your soft skills as well as your hard skills. From the soft skills, I mean your communication. Obviously, if you can speak a good English, obviously, Ahmed, you had a really nice sort of tone there in English, so that's a really good. Obviously, English would be your priority, so you need to speak that in fluently, basically English. Your presentation, your team working, problem solving, all these comes as a soft skills basically. So you need to make sure you understand actually the obviously you will be practicing all these soft skills in your studies as well. So you will be part of your dissertation, maybe in a group, so you're working as a team there. So how you communicate within your team, how you bring solution to the problem. So these are all soft skills you will learn during studies as well. So you need to upgrade, basically update your skills there, the soft skills there. In terms of the hard skills, that's your technical analysis, basically design skills, and your basically software skills. So from software skills, I did upload actually a video as well on my YouTube channel, the top softwares used by engineers in the UK. So you can watch that video as well. That would give you basically, as a civil engineer, structure engineer, construction project manager, which softwares are primarily used in the UK. So that will give you a bit of a guidance. Basically, you can learn those softwares as well. I don't mean that you need to be really competent actually to get all the knowledge beforehand. Obviously, as long you have the basic knowledge of those softwares, those skills, that's all you need actually. For the basic skills for the civil engineer or structure engineer, I would say the basic bending moment, shear forces, analytical sort of the analytical process, like how to assess a structure, how the load path works, how the software works. These are the basic skills all you need. And as said, soft skills plus the hard skills, that's all you need actually. And it doesn't need to be really high sort of top notch. As long you have the basic knowledge, that's all you need actually to go into the interview, and that's all you're going to be asked about. So I hope this clarifies your question, Ahmed. The next question is from Golden Student. Hi, sir. I sent my document to Narek for equal about 4 months ago, but they didn't contact me. What can I do? Could you give me an advice? Brother, to be honest, I mean, they should have responded. Obviously, 4 months is a long time. Or I can advise simply is just try to email them, or if you got a contact number, just try to basically call them. That will speed up the process. If you already have the reference number or anything as such, you can give them a reference and just track your basically documents there. I can't see there's any alternative at all, because that's the two-way you can communicate, either via email or just directly contact them. I can simply advise that there's no alternative I can think of. uh, Rajara, thank you for your advice. Thank you, brother. So, PAVS Creations. Sir, may I know scholarship which covers the 50% of tuition fee for masters in the UK? Brother, I did upload actually on a scholarship as well. It was a while ago, but actually, in terms of the scholarships, there will be British Council scholarship. You can check their website as well. There will be full bursary scholarship. Again, yeah, you can check the Google is your best part actually. That's where you will find. Also, the gov.uk website that will give you the scholarship for international students as well. Generally, the all the universities, they provide a small portion of scholarships. So at least 2,000, 3,000, up to 5,000 sort of pound per year sort of scholarship there as well. So it all depends on your course and the university as well. But generally, the British Council scholarships, as well as do check the gov.uk website, because they advertise the scholarships there as well, and that will guide you basically where. I can't give you specific 50% tuition fee scholarship for sure. Yeah, I will Google that as well. So it's better yourself do your research there. But generally, British Council, yeah, you go there. I'm sure that will give you a lot more guidance there. Yeah, what's available for your specific course. Obviously, it depends on your course as well. What you're going for, there will be specific requirements wherever the demand is, and there will be more scholarship on that sort of subject there. The next question is Pratik Sandeep Mahajan. Hi, sir. First of all, thank you for your valuable information on your channel. Much appreciated. I need to ask you, I'm a structural designer with 5 years experience in India. Brother, you need to carry on in one question. So now I got Fahim. Okay, Pratik. Okay, that's Pratik. I was very average in studies in India, 50% marks in graduation, have got unconditional offer for structure design and construction management course at Kingston for January intake. Brother, you need to question all in one go rather than yes. Now I'm confused. So it's not complete there as well. So what's your question? Please do follow up. Yeah, in one sort of yeah part. Oh, it's keep coming. Is it true that their job scarcity in UK, as I have heard, it's very hard to find jobs? Brother, I started off with the same theme actually. Is it hard to find a job in the UK? Obviously you need to rewind. I mean, if you missed that part, you rewind this video will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, so do rewind it. And I started with exactly the same theme actually, because this is such a common question: is it hard to find a job in the UK after studies? So I'll clarify there that there are two ways, I mean, to look at it. If you don't know how to find a job, what the techniques required actually to find a job in the UK, so it's pretty much impossible, I should say. And if you know the techniques, it's easy to find a job. So do rewind. I would highly advise you do revise this video. And I've started off with the same theme actually, and that will give you a bit more guidance basically what you need to find a job in the UK. So let's scroll up again. So Fahim Ahmed, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm interested for MSc Instruction Engineering, doing my personal research for a long time. I'll look to University of Salford. How is University of Salford? Uh, what a coincidence, brother. I did my MSc in structural engineering from exactly the same university, University of Salford. Obviously, that was a long time ago. Obviously, at the time, that was the right sort of yeah choice for me. I looked at the modules, actually, what they can offer for my MSc. I was really keen in the design, basically straight into the design, like bridges and building sort of design, the different materials like concrete, steel, masonry, timber. And I was pretty much, yeah, very much straightforward in my mind that this is what I need to achieve actually. And when I look at the modules at the time, this is what they were offering actually, University of Salford. And I had actually at the time, I had admissions in three university at the time. There was Heriotwood University, University of Salford, and University of Manchester, but I've chosen University of Salford. And the sole reason was when I look at the module, that was really basically filling my bills actually. So what I was looking for, as long you look at the modules, obviously it won't be the same modules. Like I mean, I studied more than a decade ago, yeah, back in 2005. But you need to look at the modules. I mean, if you're satisfied with the modules, that's where you need to how you choose basically your university based on the modules what they can offer. If they fill the bills, basically that's all you got to do. As said, I mean, this is exactly the same university I did my master's from, and I was quite satisfied basically with whatever I've achieved from that university. In fact, yeah, I did receive a scholarship as well actually from the university, the South Asian scholarship, and I got that scholarship at the time as well. So you can try for the scholarship there as well. But as I said, I mean, from personal experience, it was quite a good actually experience within the university, and I had a really high regard actually. They were quite like a doctor's sort of level, yeah, lectures there, and I was quite impressed, yeah, with the model of yeah the teaching. Obviously, it's a long time ago. The situation might completely might be different now, but as said, I mean, primarily focus on the modules. As long, I mean, they fill your bills, just go for that. Next question is from My Wings. I love these yeah these names actually. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Wa alaikum salam, brother. Chetan Roth. Hello, JK, sir. Hi, Chetan. My Wings. I'm thinking to take construction project management. Is this course best, sir? Again, same question: is it best or not? Brothers, obviously, I can't gauge you yourself personally what you're interested in. Obviously, if you're interested in management side, definitely it's worth looking at that. Obviously, if you have the background in civil engineering and you want to do enhance your management sort of skill in the construction industry, that is the best choice. Otherwise, I mean, if you're not interested in management, you're a technical person, obviously, I won't advise project management in that sense. So it all depends on your personal goals, what you want to achieve in your future. I mean, if you are interested in management completely, that's the best choice that you can go about. What skills are required to take tier 2 visa in civil engineering? Skills, brother. I mean, I started this early as well. Actually, there was another question, similar question. What skills are required? I mean, to get the jobs, and obviously, once you get the job, that will be a tier 2 visa as well, for sure. So the skills you need is your soft skills as well as the hard skills. If you've got no experience before you're starting your course here in the UK, you got the soft skills, which is your communication, your presentation, team working, problem solving skills. These all called, yeah, we call it soft skills. So you need to make sure, yeah, you engage a lot more, yeah, with your peers during your studies. And also your hard skills, that would be your technical skills. So that could be your analysis. Obviously, I mean, if you're doing the construction project management, that would be your health and safety education. Basically, you need to learn quite a lot about the health and safety, and this should be your top priority for the project managers there. Also the software skills. I mean, like for the project managers, Primavera P6 is one of the top sort of, yeah, softwares that's been used in the UK. So if you can practice that as well, that will come as a hard skills. So these are the soft skills plus the hard skills. That's what you need to find a job, and once you get a job, you will get a tier 2 sponsorship after that. Fahim Ahmed, the modules are the key factors which attract me to for the University of Salford. Very happy when I had also. Yes, brother. So that's exactly what I did. And if you're happy with the modules, so it's time to go for it. Thank you very much. Uh, Pepe Laba, hi, Pepe. Right, guys. I hope I covered most of the questions here. It's a pleasure, always a pleasure, to cover actually whatever your queries are. And as always, brothers, you can get in touch with me on a YouTube channel for sure. Yeah, you can type your questions there during the week as well. I try to answer as many as possible in a day. Also, you can join the WhatsApp groups as well. Generally, I add the link into my YouTube channel video description, so you can join them, as well as you can follow me on LinkedIn or the Instagram as well, which the links are generally in the YouTube video description, so you can join them as well. And I'm sure you can raise your question, whatever question you might have, and I would try to the best of my ability, whatever, yeah, I can provide you the answers, the right answers from my end, obviously based on my personal experience. I can share those information with yourselves. But as said earlier, I mean, if you need the advice or your career counseling at a personal level, you can join the my YouTube channel as a member as well. As said, I mean, on any of the videos you can join. You can click the join next to the subscribe button, and just click on the one-to-one session there, and you will receive basically a meeting invite there, and we can go through personally on your personal level there. Okay, couple of more questions before I wrapped up. Salam, I just recently been graduated as MSc Civil Engineer, living in UK, or living in UK, being tried to find a job and sending CV, but unfortunately I don't get feedback. What can you advise, and I have the right to work? What very common question, Papi Laba, that you are not getting a response. I said earlier as well, actually, the main, actually, you're representing yourself to the employee via your CV. I can see straight away you're not getting a response. Simplest, yeah, actually, I can gauge from your question there is your CV is not up to the notch, basically. So there is something you need to change about your CV, because CV is the only way you're representing yourself in front of an employer. So obviously, I mean, you can look at my other videos as well. I talk about quite a lot about the CVs as well. So make sure you look at the right format, the content, what it needs actually to be in the CV. As long, I mean, you fulfill the CV requirements, that's where you're going to get the call. And after that, the next stage is going to come, the interview. But obviously, looking at your question there, by looks of it, you're not getting a response, and simply the reason being because your CV is not up to the top notch. I mean, that's where I really sort of, yeah, concentrate on CV, because that's the only way to get to the next stage in the job finding. So make research actually a few of my videos as well. I did talk quite a lot actually, and my recent sort of video with a one-to-one session with Manoj, I believe. Yeah, I've talked quite a lot about the CV, what needs to be there. So it's worth checking that video as well. And just to give you a guidance, basically, what you need to include in your CV, and that's the only way you're going to get notice actually from the employee. I hope this helps, brother. Chetan, how can we meet you after landing in the UK? You are always welcome. I can be in the actually, just tell me what airport you're arriving at. I can be there at the reception for yourself. I'm always open, brother. I live in the southwest Swindon, so whenever you wish, you can meet me. Just text me. I'll be here. My wings, thank you, sir. Agile Kokad. Is civil engineering MSc a good choice without taking any specialization like structure, construction management? Again, I mean, very common question, Agile. Um, I generally say, actually advise. I mean, if exact sort of, yeah, the core subjects like structure, environmental, if you don't know about your niche, basically where you want to end up yourself into in the future, civil engineer, MSc civil engineering is the best choice in that sense, because you will learn actually about the management, about the technical skills, about the environmental. So that will cover a generic sort of subject there, and then after completion of there, you can apply and go in any direction there. So that will open a lot more doors for yourself as well. But obviously, it's always, I advise, I mean, it's always good to have your mindset, yeah, from the onset. But obviously, it's not a straightforward for sure, because there's so many different disciplines out there, and it's not always easy to find that sort of, yeah, niche there from the very onset. But obviously, if you are confused about, yeah, or where your skills are up to the top notch, whether you are good in civil engineering, where you're good in structural engineering, or you're good in environmental engineering or management sort of side, if you can't make a decision in that sense, civil engineering is the best choice, I should say. My wings, how can I meet you? You can meet me now. Actually, I'm live here, brother, and that's the reason I give you. I actually share my number there as well. Actually, you can talk to me now, so you can meet me anytime. As said, I mean, I'm in Swindon. You can come anytime. Just give me a call. Actually, I'll be out there. Uh, Thanks. I really appreciate Papi Laba. Golden student, thank you so much, sir. So that's all now. The thank you message. It really means a lot, guys. I mean, when you basically ask the question and you get the message right, that's all the purpose of my videos. Trust me. I mean, it gives me a pleasure. Basically, I'm sharing my knowledge, actually, what I've been gaining over the years here, and I'm sharing that knowledge and passing to yourselves. The sole purpose is, when I came to the UK, there was no such sort of, yeah, basically we were going blindly around the country, basically, but we didn't know for years and years, even in the job market when I was working, I didn't know at the time actually how to switch from one job to the other, what my niche is actually. And that's what I said. I mean, but you sometimes you completely lost your way, and that's where I'm trying to pass on those messages. I mean, if you got similar sort of, obviously you're going to the same phase now, and at least, yeah, I can share my sort of, yeah, experience here and guide you in the right direction. I've gone through all the phases already, so it's a pleasure actually if you get the message out there. And that's so it means a lot actually if you're getting the message right there, and I can help someone out there. And it goes a long way. Basically, it doesn't stop there. I'm sure, yeah, I made quite a number of real friends, yeah, from here, from this YouTube channel, and I want to carry on actually with the same team here. So like the guys here, they want to meet me. Definitely, it's my pleasure, and I made quite a number of other subscribers already. So it's always my pleasure. I'm always open actually to meet you guys as well in person, and as long I can help you, that means a lot, yeah, to me as well. And by looks of it, I'll cover all the questions. Thank you, brothers. God bless you, and I hope you have a really lovely weekend with your family and friends. And I hope to see you next Sunday as well. So do try, yeah, next Sunday as well. So it will be my pleasure, yeah, to meet you again. Thank you very much. Bye.